production out here. This year's production, as you hopefully know, since you just paid tickets to get in here, is The Comedy of Errors. I'm going to do a little bit of the necessary business stuff before we get on with the play. So first off, kind of the normal things that you're used to in a situation like this. Cell phones, anything else that kind of is electronic and is prone to make noise at inopportune moments while people are trying to remember their lines. If all of those things could be shut off at this point in time, that would be wonderful. Likewise with your digital things, if you could refrain from flash photography during the middle of the show, the actors and actresses would much appreciate that. That said, if you're interested in digital reproductions of what you are seeing tonight, we have different family members who are videotaping every night. It looks like the Lawsons are handling that for tonight. And so if that's something that you are interested in, feel free to get in contact with us and we'll make sure that you can get a copy of what you see tonight. Restrooms, in case that happens in the middle of the play. You're going to want to go out this door. You'll go back down the little alley of closets that you came in here to get here. And the moment that you walk outside, you'll see another building, a separate building off this direction. There's lights on inside of it. There's restrooms inside that building. You can kind of go into any of the lit doors and just kind of work your way down towards the southern part of the building and you're going to find restrooms over there. So please feel free if you need to, please do. Let's see. I think I got most of the important things out there. Oh, thank you. It's sort of the next important thing. You also have a program. This year, well, when we started doing this out here at Prairie Hill, I think the first year had 7 or 8 students taking part in a production. Do you remember, Deb, what the number was?
I'd say it's probably
fewer than 7. It was a small thing. The first year I helped out with it, which was the second year. There was 9 students involved in it. This year we're up into the 30s. And so we actually have every single character in the play is played by 2 different people during different productions. So you'll look on there and you'll notice that there's 2 different names. Some of those people will be acting tonight, some of those people will be acting on other nights. If you really like the show, come back on another night because it's going to be a totally different production. And if you are interested in finding out who you were seeing, obviously please feel free to ask us later. On the flip side of that, though, there's a list of thank yous. Something like this doesn't happen without a whole lot of help. Parent volunteers, staff here at Prairie Hill volunteering, doing everything from helping to create the costumes that you'll see, to working with the backdrops that you've already seen, to helping to prepare snacks that you can have later on after the production. So read through that at some point in time and give thanks to those people. And let's, at this point in time, I guess, give a round of applause to everybody. Alrighty. Mentioning food, after we're done, we are going to have refreshments in this building here. So once you're done, you'll exit the building, kind of just hug around and go this way. You'll find the doors. Please come join us for some cookies and some drinks. Yeah, it should be a fun time. I'm almost done, I swear. For your help, perhaps. Some people know the works of Shakespeare very, very well. Some people have not read any of it or haven't read it since high school. We're going to give you a little bit of an introduction to help you in case your Shakespearean vocabulary is a little bit limited. So we're going to give you a little bit of an introduction to help you on your way. So the play you're going to see, The Comedy of Errors, really started about 25 years before the first scene that you will see. And it started with a merchant by the name of Aegeon, who will be hopefully, yes, emerging from that side of the stage as we speak. Now 25 years ago, Aegeon was not tied up in ropes. We'll get to why he's all tied up in ropes in a little bit. 25 years ago, he was a wealthy merchant who was making his fortune cruising around the Mediterranean, buying and selling goods from port to port. Until one day, he and his wife, Amelia, came into the port of Epidamnum, and she gave birth to 2 twin sons, who will also be joining us momentarily. Twin sons, completely identical in all ways, impossible to tell apart no matter how hard you look. Aside from the 2 twin sons, At the same inn where she gave birth to these two young gentlemen, another woman, a poorer woman, gave birth to another set of identical twins at the same time. They'll be joining us at this point in time. Once again, completely one exactly like the next. So our friend Aegeon here, being a rather wealthy man, and this being a rather less civilized time, decided to purchase these two twins, to make them slaves, servants, to these two twins, and hence kind of began a very weird family unit of sorts. Shortly after the births, they all hopped on a ship and began sailing the Mediterranean to go back home to where Aegeon lives in Syracuse. It was a wonderful, wonderful idea, except for the fact that they ran into a gigantic storm. That gigantic storm ran them into a gigantic rock. That gigantic rock split their ship in half, and the newly formed family was separated. One set of twins going off with Aegeon here. The other set of twins separated off originally with their mother, but then separated from her as well. That's all 25 years ago. Fast forward to 7 years ago. This young man here, who has taken the name of Antipholus, in memory of his lost brother, Antipholus, decides that he and his slave Dromio, who has also taken the name of his lost brother, Dromio, they decide to go out into the larger world, saying goodbye to dear old dad, in order to search for their missing siblings. And they have yet to find them. They have not been successful. A couple of years later, poor Aegeon, stuck all by himself, all lonesome in Syracuse, decides, this is no good, I'm going to go out and find my family as well. So he begins wandering the world looking for any of his sons or his long-lost wife. This brings us back to the ropes. Aegeon, being a Syracusan, has come into the Bay of Ephesus to try and find his sons. But Ephesus and Syracuse have had a long-standing feud, and the law in Ephesus says that any Syracusan merchant that shows up in the Bay of Ephesus will be arrested and executed unless he can pay a fee of 1,000 ducats, I believe. Ducats? Yes, ducats. 1,000 ducats. So when we begin our play, poor Aegeon here is in bonds and about ready to be executed. That is a little bit of background to help you along your way. Go ahead and get yourselves back. And I think that's enough listening to me. So, thank you very much, all of you, for being here to support the children, for supporting Prairie Hill, and I hope that you enjoy the Comedy of Errors.
Merchant of Syracuse, plead no more. I am not partial to infringe our laws. In Hampton, solemn synods have been decreed, both by Syracusans and ourselves, to admit no traffic to our adverse towns. Nay, more. If any born at Ephesus be seen at any Syracusan marts and fairs, again, if any Syracusan born come to the Bay of Ephesus, he dies. His goods confiscate to the Duke's disposed, unless 1,000 marks be levied, to quit the penalty and ransom him. Thy substance by the highest rate cannot amount to 100 marks. Therefore, by law, thou art condemned to die.
It is my comfort when your words are done, my woes end likewise with the evening sun.
Well, Syracusan, say in brief the cause, why thou departedst from thy native home, for what cause thou camest to Ephesus.
A heavier task could not have been imposed than I to speak my griefs unspeakable. In Syracuse was I born, and where unto a woman. With her I lived in joy, our wealth increased, by prosperous voyages I often made to Epidamnum. She became a joyful mother of two goodly sons, one so like the other, as could not be distinguished but by names. That very hour, in the self-same inn, a meaner woman was delivered. Of such a burden, male twins, both alike, those who their parents were exceeding poor, I bought and brought up to attend my sons. My wife made daily motions for our home return, unwilling I agreed. A lake from Epidamnum had we sailed, from the always window bay indeed, gave any tragic instance of our harm. The sailors sought for safety by our boat, and then sinking right to us, my wife, more careful for the latter born, had fastened him unto a small spare mast. and one of the other twins was bound. Once I had been heedful of the other, the children thus disposed, my wife and I, fixing our eyes on whom our care was fixed, had fastened ourselves at either end the mast, and floating straight, obedient to the stream, was carried towards Corinth. The seas waxed calm, and we discovered 2 ships from far making to us. Of Corinth that, of Epidaurus this, but ere they came, oh, let me say no more, gather the sequel by that went before.
Nay, poor old man, do not break off so, for we may pity, though not pardon thee.
Oh, had the gods done so! For ere the ships could meet by twice 5 leagues, we were encountered by a mighty rock, which, being violently borne upon, our helpful ship was split in the midst, and they three were taken out by fishermen of Corinth. At length another ship had seized on us. Thus have you heard me severed from my bliss, and my misfortunes was my life prolonged, to tell sad stories of my own miseries.
And for the sake of them thou sorrowest for, do me the favor to dilate full, what hath befallen of them in thee till now?
My youngest boy, and in my eldest care, at 18 years became inquisitive after his brother, and importuned me that his attendant, so his case was like, bereft of his brother, but retained his name, might bear him company in the quest of him. 5 summers have I spent in furthest Greece, roaming clean through the bounds of Asia, and coasting homeward came to Ephesus, hopeless to find yet loath to leave unsought, for that rainy place that harbors men. But here must end the story of my life, and happy were I my time of death, but all my travels warned me to live.
Nay, poor old man, do not break off so, for we may pity, though not... Happily, do trust me, were it not against our laws, against my crown, my oath, my dignity, my soul would sue as advocate for thee. But though thou art judged to the death, and past sentence may not be recalled, yet I will favor thee in what I can, to seek thy life by beneficial help. Try all the friends thou hast in Ephesus, beg thou, or borrow, to make up the sum, and live. No, thou art doomed to die. Goler, take him to thy custody.
Procrastinate his lifeless end.
Therefore devout you are of the devil, lest that your goods too soon be confiscated. This very day a Syracusan merchant is apprehended for a rival play, and not being able to buy out his life, according to the statute of the town, dies ere the way to sunset west. There is your money head keep.
Go bear it to the centaur, and stay there, Dromio, till I come to thee. Within this hour it will be dinner time. Will you walk with me, and then go to mine and dine with me?
I am invited, sir, to certain merchants, of whom I hope to make much benefit. I crave your pardon, soon at 5 o'clock, please you, I'll be upon the road, and afterward I will consort you till bedtime. My present business calls me from you now.
But until then, I will go lose myself and wander up and down to view the city.
Sir, I commend you to your own content.
He that commends me to mine of content, commends me to the thing that I cannot get. I to the world am like a drop of water, then the ocean seeks another drop. Here comes the almanac of Mitra date. What now? How chanced thou art returned so soon?
Returned so soon? Brother, approach too late. The capon burns, the pig falls from the spit. The clock has struck 12 upon the bell. My mistress made it one upon my cheek. She is so hot because the meat is cold. The meat is cold because you come not home. You come not home because you have no stomach. You have no stomach, having broke your fast. But we that know what is to fast and pray are penitent for ye be full today.
Stop in your wings, sir. Tell me this, I pray. Where have you left the money that I gave you?
Oh, 6pence that I had on Wednesday last? To pay the saddler for my mistress Crupper? The saddler had it, sir. I kept it not.
Come on, sir knave. Have done your foolishness, and tell me how thou hast disposed thy charge.
My charge is but to fetch you from the mart, home to your house. The Phoenix, sir, to dinner. My mistress and her sister stays for you.
In what safe place you've bestowed my money, or I shall break that merry sconce of yours. 1,000 marks thou hadst of me.
I have some marks of yours upon my pate, some of my mistress marks upon my shoulders, but not 1,000 marks between you both.
Thy mistress's marks? What mistress, slave, hast thou?
Your worship's wife, my mistress at the Phoenix. She that doth fast to come home to dinner.
What? Wilt thou flout me thus unto my face? Being forbid? There, take you that, sir knave.
What mean you, sir? For God's sake, hold your hands. Nay, you will not, sir. I'll take my heels.
Upon my life, by some device or other, the villain is robbed all my money. They say this town is full of cozenage, as nimble jugglers that deceive the eye, dark-working sorcerers that change the mind, soul-killing witches that deform the body. If it proves so, I'll be gone the sooner. Out to the centaur to go seek this slave. I greatly fear that my money is not safe.
Neither my husband nor the slave returned. That in such haste I sent to seek his master. Sure, Luciana, it is 2 o'clock.
Perhaps a merchant hath invited him, and from the mart he's somewhere gone to dinner. A man is master of his liberty. Be patient, sister.
Why should their liberty than ours be more?
Because their business still lies out a door.
Look, when I serve him so, he takes it ill.
Oh no, he is the bridle of your will.
There's none but asses will be bridled so.
Why headstrong liberty is lashed with woe. There's nothing situate under heaven's eye, but hath his bound in earth and sea and sky. The beasts, the fishes, and the winged fowls, are their males subjects and at their controls?
This servitude makes you to keep unwed.
Not this, but troubles of the marriage bed.
No marvel though she pause, they can be meek that have no other cause. But if thou live to see life right reft, this full-baked patience in thee will be left.
Well, I will marry one day, but to try. Here comes your man, now is your husband known.
Say, is your tardy master now at hand?
Nay, he's at 2 hands with me, and that my 2 ears can witness.
Say, didst thou speak with him? Knowest thou his mind?
Nay. Aye, he told his mind upon mine ear. But sure as hand it scarce could understand it.
Spake he so doubtfully, thou couldst not feel his meaning?
Nay, he struck so plainly I can too well feel his blows.
But say, I pray thee, is he coming home? It seems he hath great care to please his wife.
My mistress, sure my master is horn mad.
Horn mad, thou villain!
I mean not coupled mad. But sure, he is stark mad. When I desired him to come home for dinner, he asked me for 1,000 marks in gold. 'Tis dinner time, quoth I. My gold, quoth he. Your meat doth burn, quoth I. My gold, quoth he. Will you come home, quoth I. My gold, quoth he. My mistress, sir, quoth I. Hang up thy mistress. I know not thy mistress. Out on thy mistress.
Well, who?
Quoth my master. I know, quoth he. No house, no wife, no mistress.
Go back again, thou slave, and fetch him home.
Go back again and be new beaten home? For God's sake, send some other messenger.
Back, slave, or I will break thy painted cross.
Am I so round with you as you with me, that like a football you to spurn me thus? You will spurn me hence, and he will spurn me hither. If I last in the service, you must case me in leather.
Why, how impatient lord in your face?
His company must do his minions grace, while I at home starve for a merry look. Hath homely age the alluring beauty took from my poor cheek, then he hath wasted it. Are my discourses dull? Barren my wit, if voluble and sharp discourse be marred. Unkindness blunts one the marble hard.
Self-harming jealousy, fie, beat it hence.
Unfeeling fools can with such wrongs dispense. I know his eye doth homage otherwhere. Since that my beauty cannot please his eye, oh weep what's left away, and weeping die.
How many fond fools serve mad jealousy?
The gold I gave to Dromio is laid up, safe to centaur. See, here he comes. How now, sir? Is your merry humor altered? As you love strokes, so jest with me again. You know no centaur. You receive no gold. Your mistress sent to have me home to dinner, My house is at the Phoenix. Wast thou mad that thus so madly thou didst answer me?
What answer, sir? When spake I such a word?
Even now, even here not half an hour since.
I did not see you since you sent me hence. Home to the centaur, the gold you gave me.
Villain, thou didst deny the gold receipt, and toldest me of a mistress and a dinner, for which I hope thou feltest I was displeased.
I'm glad to see you in this merry vein. What means this jest? I pray, master, tell me.
Yea, dost thou jeer and flaw me in the teeth? Thinkest thou I jest? Hold, take thou that, and that.
I pray, sir. Why am I beaten?
Dost thou not know?
Nothing, sir, but that I am beaten.
Shall I tell you why?
Aye, sir, and wherefore? For they say every why hath a wherefore.
Why? First, for flouting me, and then wherefore? For urging it the second time to me.
Was there ever any man thus beaten out of season, when the why and wherefore is neither rhyme nor reason? Well, sir, I thank you.
Thank me, sir, for what?
Marry, sir, for the something you gave me for nothing.
I'll make you amends next, to give you nothing for something. But soft, who walks this yonder?
I, Antipholus, look strange and frown. Some other mistress hath thy sweet aspects. I am not Adriana, nor thy wife. The time was once when thou unurgent bound, that never words were music to thine ear, that never object pleasing in thine eye, that never touch but welcome to thy hand, that never meat sweet savored in thy taste, unless I spake, or looked, or touched, or carved thee. How comes it now, my husband, oh how comes it, that thou art thus estranged from myself?
Plead you to me, fair dame? I know you're not.
Why, brother, how in the world has changed with you? When were you wont to use my sister thus? She sent for you by Dromio home to dinner.
By Dromio?
By me?
By thee! And this thou didst return from him, that he did buffet thee, and in his blows denied me for my house for his, me for his wife.
Did you converse, sir, with this gentle woman?
Aye, sir, I never saw her till this time.
Villain, thou liest, for even her very words didst thou deliver to me on the mart.
How ill agrees it with your gravity to counterfeit this grossly with your slave, abetting him to thwart me in my mood. Come, I will fasten on this sleeve of thine. Thou art an eld, my husband, I a vine, who often wanted printing with intrusion. In fact, I sap and live on thy confusion.
To me she speaks. She moves me for her theme. But was I married to her in my dream? Until I know the sure and certainty, I'll entertain this offered fallacy.
Dromio, go bid the servants spread for dinner.
Oh, for my beads! I crossed me for This is the fairyland! Those spiders fight. Busy with owls, goblins, and sprites. If we obey them not, this will ensue.
that tomorrow you'll bring it home. But here's a villain that would face me down. He met me at the mart, and then I beat him and charged him with 1,000 marks in gold. And then I did deny my wife and house. Thou drunkard thou, what didst thou mean by this?
Say what you will, sir, but I know what I know. That you beat me at the mart. I have your hand to show.
The sock! My door is locked. Go bid them let us in.
Maud, Bridget, Marion, Cecil, Jillian, Jen, Mo, Malthorn, Catherine, Roscoe, Idiot, Pat. Either get thee from the door or sit down at the hatch. Dost thou conjure for wenches that cause themselves the door? What is one too many? Go! Get thee from the door! What patch has made our porter? My master stays in the street. Let him walk from whence he came, lest he catch cold on his feet.
Who talks within there? Oh, open the door.
Right, sir? I'll tell you when, and you tell me wherefore.
Wherefore? For my dinner. I have not dined today.
Nor today here must not. Come again when you may.
What art thou that keepest me out from this house, Ido?
The porter for this time, sir, and my name is Dromio. Oh, villain! Thou hast stolen both mine office and my name. The one ne'er got me credit, the other mickle blame. Who is that at the door that keeps all this noise? By my troth, your town is troubled with unruly boys.
Go fetch me something. I'll break open the gate.
Break, Jenny! Break in here and I'll break your names. Hey! A man may break a word with you, sir, and words are but wind. I and break it in his face, so he break it not behind. It seems that one is breaking out upon behind.
Go. Get thee gone. Fetch me an iron crow.
Have patience, sir. Let it not be so. Be ruled by me to part in patience and let us to the tiger. On to dinner. And about evening come yourself alone to note the reason of this strange restraint. If by strong hand you offer to break in now in the stirring passage of the day, a vulgar comment will be made of it.
You have prevailed. I will depart in quiet. I know a wench of excellent discourse. Pretty and witty, wild, and yet too gentle. There will we dine. Go, get you home, and fetch a chain. By this I know 'tis made. Bring it, I pray you, to the Porpentine, for there is a house that chain will I bestow, be it for nothing but to spite my wife. Upon mine hostess there, good sir, my haste, since mine own doors refuse to entertain me, I'll knock elsewhere to see if they'll disdain me.
I'll meet you at that place tomorrow hence.
Do so. This jest would cost me some expense.
Sweet mistress, thy weeping sister is no wife of mine, nor to her bed no homage do I owe. Far more to you do I decline. Oh, train me not, sweet mermaid, with thy note, to be drowned in thy sister's flood of tears. Sing, Sarah, for thyself and I will dote. Spread o'er the silver waves thy golden hair, and as a battle take them and lie there. And in that glorious supposition thing, he gains by death that such means to die. Let love being light be drowned if she sink.
What, are you mad that you do reason so?
Not mad, but maiden, how I do not know.
It is fault that springeth from your eye.
For gazing on your beams, fair sunbeam by.
Gaze where you should, and that will clear your sight.
As good to wink, sweet love, as look on night.
Why call you me love? Call my sister so.
Thy sister's sister.
That's my sister.
No, it is thyself, mine own self's better part. Mine eye's clear eye, my dear heart's dearer heart. My food, my fortune, and my sweet hope's aim. My soul earth's heaven and my heaven's claim.
All this my sister is, or else should be.
Call thyself sister sweet, for I am thee. Thee will I love, and with thee lead my life. Thou hast no husband, yet nor I no wife. Give me thy hand.
Oh, soft air, hold you still. I'll fetch my sister to get her things.
Why, how now, Dromio? Where runnest thou so fast?
Marry, sir, I am due to a woman. One that claims me. One that haunts me. One that will have me.
What claim lays she to thee?
Such a claim as you lay to your horse, but she would have me as a beast. Not that I being a beast, she would have me, but that she, being a very beastly creature, lays claim to me.
What is she?
Mary, sir, she's the kitchen wench. All grease. But I know not of what use to put her to, but to make a lamp of her. But her own light. I warrant her rag from town that will burn a pole in winter. If she lives till doomsday, she'll burn a week long in the whole world.
What complexion is she of?
Swart, like my shoe. But her face is nothing half so clean kept. For why? She sweats. A man may go over her shoes and grind it.
That's a fault the water could mend.
No, sir. 'Tis ingrained. Noah's flood could not do it.
What's your name?
No, sir. To conclude this, Judge Viner laid claim to me, called me Dromio, swore was assured to her, told me the privy marks I had about me, as the mark of my shoulder, the mole in my neck, the wart on my left arm, that I, amazed, ran from her as a witch.
Go hide thee presently, post to the road, and if the wind blow any way from shore, I will not harbor in this town tonight. If any bark put forth, come to the mark, where I will walk till thou returns to me. If everyone knows us and we know none, 'tis time, I think, to trudge back and be gone.
As from a bear a man would run for life, so fly I from her that would be my wife.
There's none but witches to inhabit here. Therefore 'tis high time that I were hence. She that doth call me husband, even my soul, doth for wife abhor. But her fair sister possesses such a gentle sovereign grace, hath almost made me traitor to myself.